What's something people don't know about Viking wood preservation? If you want your projects to last as long as a Viking ship, make sure to subscribe for more secrets like these. We live in an age of technological marvels, yet our wooden fences and sheds often rot within years, despite chemical treatments. Modern methods merely delay decay, not prevent it. 1,000 years ago, Vikings built ships and homes from wood that have survived centuries. How did their wood endure when ours fails? The answer lies in understanding, not fighting, nature. Vikings lacked modern chemicals but possessed deep, practical knowledge of forests and materials. They observed, experimented, and passed down wisdom, learning to work with wood's natural properties. Instead of sealing wood off, they transformed it from within, making it inhospitable to decay. Their approach was subtle. They created conditions where rot simply couldn't take hold. This harmony with nature, rather than opposition, is why Viking wood endures. Their methods challenge our assumptions about preservation. The lesson, true durability, comes from working with nature, not against it. To grasp the Viking solution, we must first understand what causes wood to rot. Rot is driven by fungi and bacteria, nature's recyclers, who need three things: moisture, oxygen, and warmth. Keep wood dry, and rot can't start. But in Scandinavia's wet climate, dryness was rare. Remove oxygen, and decay halts, hence why waterlogged or buried wood can last centuries. But Vikings needed wood to survive above ground and at sea. The third factor is temperature. Rot thrives in mild conditions, slows in cold. Vikings faced all three factors in abundance. Their challenge: disrupt at least one element of this trinity to protect their wood. Understanding these basics was the first step to their ingenious solution. The battle was not against rot itself, but its essential conditions. Modern finishes form a brittle surface film that cracks, trapping moisture and accelerating decay. Vikings took a different path. They impregnated wood with preservative, changing it from the inside out. Their secret was pine tar, a hydrophobic biocidal substance. By saturating wood with pine tar, they repelled water and poisoned fungi and bacteria. The result: wood that stayed dry and hostile to decay, even if scratched or worn. This deep cellular defense made their timber last for generations. The Vikings didn't just coat wood, they transformed it into a fortress. Pine tar was the heart of Viking preservation. They perfected its production, extracting it from resin-rich pine roots using earth-covered kilns and slow, smoky fires. The resulting tar was a complex mix: turpentine for penetration, phenols for killing microbes, and resins for flexibility. Unlike modern varnishes that form a hard shell, pine tar soaked deep, stayed flexible, and let wood breathe. It didn't just block water, it actively fought rot and moved with the wood. This made it ideal for ships and buildings exposed to harsh, shifting conditions. Pine tar's organic complexity was its strength, a living defense, not a brittle barrier. The Vikings' mastery of this substance set their wood apart. Their method was both simple and sophisticated. The result: preservation that lasted centuries. Pine tar was their secret weapon against time and decay. Viking wood preservation was a ritual, not a quick fix. First, they seasoned wood for months or years, letting it dry thoroughly. Before tarring, they gently heated both wood and tar, opening pores and thinning the tar for deep absorption. Application was generous and repeated. Hot tar brushed on until the wood was saturated. This wasn't painting, it was feeding the wood from within. Regular maintenance was key. Ships and buildings were retarred yearly, filling new cracks and replenishing lost tar. This cycle built up layers of protection over time. The process was hands-on, patient and ongoing. The result, wood that resisted rot, water and time. The Vikings' commitment to this process ensured their creations endured. Modern logic says seal wood tight, but wood is alive. It swells, shrinks and breathes. Rigid coatings crack as wood moves, letting water in and trapping it, creating perfect conditions for rot. Pine tar works differently. It soaks in, stays flexible and moves with the wood. It's water repellent but breathable, allowing moisture to escape as vapour. This prevents damp build-up and rot beneath the surface. The genius is in managing moisture, not blocking it completely. Vikings understood you can't stop wood from moving, so you must use a finish that moves too. Pine tar sheds water but lets wood dry naturally. This dynamic balance kept ships and churches sound for centuries. Flexibility, not rigidity, is the secret to longevity. The Viking method is a lesson in working with, not against, nature. The proof of Viking preservation is in the relics unearthed today. Ships like Oseberg and Gokstad, buried for centuries, emerged intact, tar-saturated and rot-resistant. Analysis shows their wood was deeply impregnated with preservative, not just protected by burial. Viking buildings, too, reveal tarred, charred posts that survived in damp soil. Norway's stave churches, built with the same methods, still stand after 800 years. Their blackened wood is a visible legacy of pine tar's power. The evidence is clear. The Viking method works. The Viking method isn't lost. It's available to anyone today. Start with dry, seasoned wood. Patience here pays off. Use genuine pine tar mixed with linseed oil and turpentine for easier application. Warm both wood and tar for best absorption. Brush on multiple coats, letting each soak in before adding the next. Focus on end grains and joints, rot's favourite entry points. Maintain with a fresh coat every year or two. You're replenishing, not building up a film. This living finish lets wood breathe and endure. The process is simple, natural and proven by centuries. With a little effort, your wood can last a lifetime, just like the Vikings.